You know, when you go to a waterfall, you want to drink and be immersed, get all of you. You're not going to hide under a shed and just get driplets of water here and there. The same with Zoom, you know. With Zoom, I can really nourish about 10% of what's possible. I don't mind doing it for certain occasions, you know, certain difficulties. But the energy is like about 10% of what there is here. Yesterday there was such a class that, you know, Danny was here, almost fell off her chair. Yet, you know, in Zoom, it doesn't get all that, you know. So I'm just telling you, you have to make an effort. I'm just tired of talking about it and hearing myself. You have to make an effort. I don't care if you have to walk or crawl to come here. If you really are hungry for the energy, for growth, because here I can really give you 100 times more than just through this screen, you know? But anyway, that is not there. It's your, you know, it's your choice, you know, it's your need. Zoom is okay, you know, whatever it is, you know, but you come here, the energy is palpable. You can touch it, you can cut it, you can really feel that. Zoom is just it's like secluding yourself from that. It's a good way to escape, to touch and not touch. To say I did, but I didn't. You know, I know it takes time to understand that, but eventually, I never heard of anyone getting enlightened in Zoom or getting to God on Zoom. You know, it's almost, I guess, in my feeling, deep feeling, it's almost a contradiction in terms. It can touch you, it can move you, you can, you know, absorb some energy. Yeah, it's all true. But to get the real deal, you know, you gotta be here, you gotta feel it, you got to be allowed to surrender, to be worked on tantrically, you know, which is very hard to do on Zoom, you know. Maybe I'll be the first one, I'll touch the screen and somebody will respond. There'll be a tantric occurrence by my touching the screen. You know, it's all possible. So that's what I have to say about that, about Zoom. You know, when I was away, thousands of miles away from my teacher, I would pick up the phone every now and then, and just feeling the energy through the phone would nourish me. I needed that. You know, I was thousands of miles away visiting a very sick mother. But it's nothing close to what it gave me, this uplift that I needed. It did that, you know. I felt like stranger in a strange land. I was 27 or 8 and suddenly cut off from my sources of nourishment. So I pick up the phone and just hear his breathing and talking, and it uplifted me. So yeah, that does it. But there's nothing compared to just being here next to the fire, next to the energy. Before we have a class, does anybody have a question about their spiritual work, about any occurrence that happens regarding their spirit?
I guess I had a question based on your sweatshirt. It's a mantra, right? And I think I've chanted to it. Can we use a mantra while we're doing this work?
You mean inside? Yeah, of course, you'd use anything. You can use anything, you know. I know it's, I know one thing I repeat all the time within myself. God, please help me open my heart 1,000 times deeper. That's what I repeat. In the morning, in the evening, going to sleep, waking up. This is just fun, it's fun. It means everything and it means nothing. It's fun. I do it because I like I have this child thing in me. I like that kind of stuff. Do you want a mantra? Say, God, please help me surrender and grow spiritually. Please help me open my heart and grow. I constantly talk that inside myself. Day, at night when I wake up, in the middle of the night, immediately the first thing I say to myself, please God, help me open my heart deeper. That's all I do. This, if you feel like it's saying that inside you, yeah. Whatever expands you, whatever makes you feel more expansive inside. Whatever it is, there are no rules or dogmas. If saying, oh my gosh, I wish I had a cheese sandwich, helps you say that all the time. I'm serious. Whatever works to open you. Going to tend to the sheep, open you, go and be a goatsman now. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters. It's either you have an open heart in your life or your heart is tight and you're all in your brain all the time. Find out solutions in the brain. And as you talked yesterday, I was amazing lecture yesterday. I don't know where it came, but it's really true. You know what I said yesterday? You always pull back from the thoughts. Don't take a ride on your thoughts. Don't go with them. No matter how wonderful they are and alluring and gut feeling and this feeling and that and adrenaline, it doesn't matter. It's an illusion. You pull back, you get back to your foundation. And you'll see if that persists 2, 3, 4 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then there's some reality. Most probably the next day you'll have different thoughts, different stuff. So whatever helps you to grow is good. Whatever closes you, even if it's $1 million in the bank, it's bad. When you internalize this simple reality of life, you'll start your ascent to enlightenment. Whatever does that to you. Until then, you are back up and down. Yes, no, yes, no. It's all that stuff. The moment you realize whatever helps you grow and open is sacred, whatever takes it away from you should be discarded. Doesn't matter how wonderful it looks, how tempting it looks. Illusion has many, many ways to present itself to you. Hundreds of ways to see illusion. And it's an illusion, it doesn't nourish. Everybody wants to win the $500, $700 million in the lottery, right? And people buy it knowing that they're not going to win, but they want to have this week, 1 week of illusion. for $2 illusion. And the poor bastards who wins it, his life is over. Their lives are over. So just ask for help to open and grow spiritually. And all the wisdom of the universe will come to you. It's all there. It's like we're having a jar with the universal wisdom within us, all of us. We need to break the jar for this wisdom to expand inside. And this exercise we are practicing meant to break this jar and allow all this eternal cosmic wisdom to penetrate. That's all it is. Just remember, it's not about people, what they do, what they don't do. It's about you. You know, it's about us and the connection. I mean, people do things to all of us. We do things other people don't like. It's all nonsense. It's about this connection that you build, you know. You're trying to establish a chair in the cosmos for yourself. Your unique chair that will be only yours. And every time you work, you'll go up there to this chair. Does anybody else have a question?
To open our hearts, but we spend a lot of time
Try not to use your hands. Try not to talk it.
With the breath moving to the foundation. What is the reason?
You can't open your heart in depth unless you have a very deep foundation. It'll open like an accordion, open and close. That's why you need a foundation. Once you have a foundation, the heart can stay open. Even if it closes a little bit, one breath into a foundation and you can open it again. Otherwise, what you have is an accordion effect. You know, your heart opens and closes according to the mood, to the weather, to a person you met, and you spend your life until you're tired, and then it says closed all the time. When you build a foundation, it's like a flower with a root system, a tree with a root system. You have a root system. You take a flower out of the ground and put it in a jar. It dies in 5 days. You leave it in the ground, they have a foundation, a root system. Human beings need a root system. And that's the foundation. What we are doing really, we are trying to assert our humanity. You're not even doing spiritual work yet. First, you become a human being, which means your heart is open, your brain is quiet, not running all the time, judging and this and fantasizing. Your sex life is healthy, whether you have sexual partner or not, doesn't matter. It's nourishing you. Those are the human chakras. Once you have mastered the human chakras, you can let go, surrender, and then the energy will come to the base of your spine and travel to the top of your head, and you can join the spiritual force. You can really start drawing from the spirit. Right now, you're just trying to become human. Human people. They're civilized, they talk nicely, they have a job, become human. And once you have achieved that, and that's an achievement, there are a lot of people in the universe, but very few human beings with the ability to forgive, not to carry a grudge indefinitely, the ability to feel grateful without being diminished or small because you are grateful, having the humility. All these are human qualities. And once you really accomplish them, you become a master of this. Surrender all that and you will, start being nourished from the higher cause.
Thank you.
The ritual work is not just sitting and meditating or turning incense around. Those are all the artificial aspects, the external aspects. Spiritual work is the way you live in your life. And then you have something to surrender. Otherwise, what do you surrender? Once you finish surrendering your initial tensions, which takes a few months, few years, then what? Then you have to dig deeper and go into these blocks, that brought you here. Then you have to work and surrender that. And that's a tough one because we consider that our life, our personality, all these huge blocks inside us, what makes us us, we think. Letting go of that is a task. You got to have strength. I'm having now a problem with someone who's very close to me, and he's treating me shamelessly, really, very badly. And things in me jump up, and I can finish it in 1 second if I wanted. But then I say, it's good, it's breaking your ego. Hold on. And I'm holding on. It's breaking down my ego because it's a person that received everything from me and yet treats me very coarsely, very rudely at times. So something in me wants to react. But snakes react. You step on them, they strike. That's what snakes do. Try to upset a dog. It bites you. Animals live on instincts. Human beings learn how to control their instincts. Instincts are for animals. I know there's a whole lot of culture about living according to your instincts and with this. It's bullshit. Learning how to control your instincts, you get higher in your ladder of spirituality. So you have to learn how to become human. That's a task. Takes long. 90% of the people who pretend to be spiritual, they don't even know what to be a human being is. So these classes are for beginners. It's how to be human. You learn how to be gratitude. One day this is not going to be here. I remember coming to the place of my teacher, I almost crawled in there with gratitude. I kissed the earth every time. I bowed. I was so grateful. But I got what I got. I wasn't embarrassed to be grateful. It didn't diminish me. People are afraid that gratitude makes them small or humble. But this place is not going to be here. You learn how to become human. Human beings know about gratitude, forgiveness, keep the heart open, and then you can ascend. You can, find your chair in the cosmos and connect to spiritual force. And even then, you keep on working. So the foundation is to keep your heart open, not just on occasions. And sometimes it's very hard. I know I have this thing now with someone who it's very hard for me. But I do it every day again and again. I go against my grain. Everything in me wants to strike. Because, I'm pretty good. I'm smart. I can do things, but I won't do it. It's the easy way out. It'll give me a moment gratification, and then what? But controlling my instincts will give me growth. So learn how to control your instincts. You are not an animal. Nothing wrong with animals, but they don't have spiritual life. We're human beings. We have to learn how to control all our instincts. And one of the ways is when your heart is open, you don't strike, you don't do really crazy things. You fall, you slide, but then you get up again, you bounce back. So that's what the foundation is. As I said a few days ago, the heart is a very, very difficult client. I mean, this is the hardest thing you'll do in your lifetime. Opening and opening, stretching it, and having a foundation. There's no harder job than that in life. Because everything in life goes against that. Your ego and your mind will get in cahoots to stop you from doing that. As I said in the beginning of the class, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, God, please help me open my heart. I walk in the street, that's the mantra. And this is for fun. I mean, this is fun. All human beings to be happy. You know how many zillenniums that will take? That's why the earth is here. For them to come here and learn. Tibetans are great. They have beautiful mantras, very sweet. But through this work goes past Tibetan Buddhism, way past. It goes past anything I've ever seen or heard of. That's why I feel so blessed and gratified, and what you want to call that, for having that, and being able to share that. This is sacred work. Very sacred. Does anybody else have a question? Glenn, you need to breathe deeper in class. I mean, you sit great, really, but breathe every now and then. You're motionless, which is fantastic. You're stoic, but every now and then do the exercise.
Yeah, I forget.
Don't forget. Get out of your comfort zone and start feeling your tensions, your problems again, and you know what to surrender. Okay. I'm off to work.
Thank you, Alec, for the great class. Thank you.
Not about the talk, guys. It's about the energy. Take it as energy. If you just listen to my words, you'll forget them tomorrow. Take it as energy. I don't remember one thing Rudy said until when I needed it, suddenly comes up. I don't remember one thing because I wasn't listening with my head. I was working, doing the exercise when he was talking. I wasn't listening to one word, and then it all went in. And when I needed it, it just surfaced. It's all energy. You're not here to memorize. It's not a classroom. Work every minute of your day, of your life. Just work to open. And I sit and talk to people or with people. I take their energy. I try to see what they are, what's the missing thing for me. I'm not trying to really memorize everything they say. We are all energies, walking energies. That's what's so wonderful. We are energies. And each one has something that we need. Every human being. That's why this sentence, oh, I don't need that. I don't need, we do need it. We need everything and everyone.
Can I ask a question?
Those that we can't stand. We need them so badly. Anybody was saying something?
I have a question. So I guess there's parts of me when you say, you're taking people's energy. I know it's not in a bad way, but maybe can you explain that a little bit?
Taking people's tensions in class.
No. Like when you meet people, like in person, you say you take
I'm
their
absorbing the energy.
and that's just like excess energy they're giving up. You're not like stealing it from them. You're just absorbing.
You're not stealing, you're just seeing what they are. You stay open. If a jar is open outside and there's rain, is the jar stealing the rain?
No.
Okay. You're staying open and it rains on you. And people are energies, they're walking energies. When Rudy had a hard time, you know what he used to do? He used to go to the Yankees game. And when 300,000 people cheered, screamed, he would sit and take it all in. You become your energy. So was he stealing 300,000 people's energy?
No.
Exactly.
It's up
You
for
stay
grabs.
open. You stay open and you take the energy.
Okay.
It's like a jar. You put a jar outside. It's not stealing the rain, just gathering it.
Okay.
But what if it's negative energy, Alec?
Well, that's why you learn how to. There's no such thing as negative energy. There's energy. Negative energy is what you call energy that's stronger than you, and you can't assimilate. You get bigger and bigger, and you're able to assimilate that, and you turn it into, again, energy. There's no negative or positive. We are branding it in our name, in our mind. You get bigger, you can assimilate it. Otherwise, all your life you have to be watching out, walking on eggshells. Oh, this is negative energy, this is good energy. What kind of life is that? You want to be strong enough. You assimilate things and you burn them inside. You have a mechanism to burn. That's what you're building, a mechanism. When I was a young kid, I used to love getting flowers and plants, and they were very, very exotic ones, right? From the Bahamas, from all these places. They're the most beautiful ones, but they lasted a week. Then I got the uglier ones, like cactus and all that, and they last forever. So what do you want to have? You want to have a mechanism that can take it all, weather storms, right? Not only sunny days. These beautiful flowers I had only weathered sunny days. I got tired of it. They were beautiful. But then the uglier ones, the very sturdy ones, lasted for years. You want to develop a mechanism that can weather all storms. And you stop regarding life as negative and positive. It's life. Once you get there, you'll see what a freedom it is. You won't have to go and weave and dodge and say, oh, here now, oh, here now. Negative. I promise you one thing, you're not going to get it all through Zoom. In no way. You're getting all what I've told you now in the last hour. I'll see you on Tuesday. Oh. Ay, woody, 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 woody. Woody, woody, woody. It's really Scott. See you Tuesday.
See you Tuesday. Thank you, Alec and Ananda. Mwah. Bye.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. Good joyous morning.
What?
Good joyous morning. Good joyous morning.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
When you go to a
When you go
waterfall,
to a waterfall,
you want to drink and be
you want to
immersed.
drink and be
Get all of you.
immersed. Get you.
You're not going to hide
You're
under
not going to
a
hide
shed
under
and
a
just
shed
get
and just get
driplets of water here and
driplets
there.
of water here and
The
there.
same with Zoom. With Zoom,
The same
I can
with Zoom,
really
you know.
nourish about
With
10%
Zoom, I can
of
really
what's possible.
nourish
I
about
don't mind doing it for
10% of
certain
what's
occasions,
possible.
certain
I
difficulties.
don't mind doing it for certain
But
occasions,
the energy is about
certain
10% of
difficulties.
what there
But
is here.
the energy
Yesterday
is
there
like
was
about
such a class
10%
that
of what
Danny was here,
there
almost
is
fell off his
here.
chair.
Yesterday
Yet
was
in
such a
Zoom,
class,
it
you know.
doesn't
You
get
know,
all
Danny
that.
was here,
So I'm
almost
just
fell off his
telling
chair.
you have to make
You
an
know, in
effort.
Zoom, it
I'm just tired
doesn't
of
get all that, you
talking
know.
about it and hearing myself.
So
You
I'm
have to
just
make an
telling
effort.
you,
I
you
don't care
have
if you have
to
to
make
walk
an
or
effort.
crawl to come
I'm just
here.
tired
If
of
you really
talking
are
about it and hearing myself.
hungry for the
You have to
energy,
make an
for
effort. I
growth,
don't care if you have to
because here I
walk or
can
crawl
really give
to
you
come here. If
100
you
times
really
more than
are
just through this screen.
hungry
But
for the
anyway,
energy, for growth. Because here I can
not
really
there.
give you
It's
100 times
it's
more
your
than just
choice.
through
It's
this
your need.
screen, you know.
Zoom is okay, whatever it is, but you
But
come here, the
anyway,
energy is palpable. You
what
can
is
touch
not
it, you
there?
can cut it, you can really
It's
feel
your,
that.
you know, it's your
Zoom is
choice.
just
You know, it's your need. Zoom is
it's like
okay, you know,
secluding
whatever
yourself
it
from
is,
that.
you know.
It's a
But
good way to escape, to touch and
you
not
come here, the
touch.
energy is palpable.
To say I
You can
did, but
touch
I
it, you can
didn't.
cut it, you can really feel them.
I know it takes
Zoom is
time to
just
understand that, but eventually,
it's like secluding yourself
I
from
never
that,
heard
you
of
know.
anyone getting enlightened
It's a
in
good way to
Zoom, or
escape,
getting really,
to touch and not touch.
getting to God
To say I
on
did, but I
Zoom.
didn't.
It's
You know,
almost, I guess, in my feeling,
I know
deep
it takes
feeling, it's
time to
almost
understand that, but
a
eventually,
contradiction in terms. It can touch you, it can move
you never
you,
have
you can
anyone
absorb
getting
some energy.
enlightened
Yeah, it's
in
all
Zoom
true.
or getting really
But to get the real deal,
to
you
God
know,
Zoom.
you gotta be here, you gotta feel it, you got to be allowed to
It's
surrender,
almost,
to be
I
worked
guess,
on
in my
tantrically, which is
feeling,
very hard to
deep
do on
feeling, it's
Zoom.
almost
Maybe I'll be the first one, I'll touch
a
the
contradiction
screen
in terms.
and somebody will respond. There'll be a tantric
It can touch you, it
occurrence
can move you, you
by
can,
touching the screen. You know,
you know,
it's all
absorb some
possible.
energy. Yeah, it's all true. But to get the real
So that's what
deal,
I have to say
you know,
about that, about Zoom.
you gotta be here. You gotta feel it. You got to be allowed to
When I was
surrender,
away,
to be worked on tantrically, you know,
thousands of miles away from my
which
teacher,
is very
I
hard to
would pick
do on
up the
Zoom,
phone
you
every
know.
now and then and just
Maybe I'll be the first
feeling
one.
the
I'll
energy
touch the
through the
screen
phone would nourish
and
me.
somebody will respond.
I needed
There'll
that. I
be a
was thousands
tantric
of miles away visiting
occurrence. Why are you
a
touching
very
the
sick
screen?
mother.
You know, it's all possible.
But it's nothing close to what it gave me this
So that's
uplift
what I
that
have
I
to say
needed.
about that, about
It did that. I
Zoom.
felt like stranger in a strange land. I was 27
when I
or
was
8 and suddenly
away,
cut off from my sources of
thousands
nourishment.
of miles away from my
So I pick up the
teacher,
phone and just
I would pick
hear
up the phone
his
every now and
breathing
then and
and
just
talking, and it
feeling the energy
uplifted
through
me.
the phone would nourish me. I
So
needed
yeah,
it.
that
You know,
does
I
it.
was
But there's
thousands of
nothing
miles
compared
away
to
visiting
just being here,
a
next
very
to the
sick
fire,
mother.
next to the energy.
But it's nothing
Before we have a
close
class,
to
does
what
anybody have a
it
question
gave me this
about the
uplift that I
spiritual
needed.
work, about
It did
any
that, you
occurrence
know.
that happens
I felt like stranger in a strange land.
regarding their spirit?
I was 27 or 8 and suddenly cut off from my sources of nourishment.
I guess I had
So
a
I pick up the
question
phone
based
and just
on
hear
your
his
sweatshirt.
breathing and talking,
Mani
and
Padme
it
Hum.
uplifted me.
It's a mantra, right? And I think I've chanted to it.
So yeah, that does it. But there's nothing
Can we
compared to
use a
just
mantra
being
while
here,
we're doing this
next
work?
to the fire, next
You
to the
mean
energy.
inside? Yeah, of course, you'd use anything.
Before we have a class, does anybody
You
have a
can use
question
anything. I
about
know
the
it's. I
spiritual
know one
work,
thing I
about
repeat all the
any
time within
occurrence that
myself.
happens
God, please help me open my heart
regarding the
1,000
spirit?
times deeper. That's what I repeat. In the morning, in the evening, going to sleep, waking up. This is just fun.
I guess
It's
I had
fun.
a question based on your
It
sweatshirt.
means everything and it means nothing. It's fun.
Mani Padme Hum. It's a mantra, right?
I do it
And I
because I
think
love.
I've
I like
chanted to
this
it.
child's thing in me. I like that kind of stuff.
Can we use a
You
mantra
want a
while
mantra?
we're
Say,
doing this work?
God, please help me surrender
Son,
and grow
yeah, of course, you'd
spiritually.
use anything.
Please help me
You can
open
use
my
anything,
heart
you know.
and grow.
I know it's, I know one thing I repeat all the time within myself.
I
God, please help me open
constantly
my heart.
talk
1,000
that
times deep.
inside
That's
myself.
what I repeat. In the morning, in the
Day,
evening, go
at
to
night when I
sleep,
wake
waking
up,
up.
in the middle of the night,
This,
immediately the
that's
first
fun,
thing I
it's
say to
fun.
myself, please God, help me open my heart.
It means
and grow."
everything and it means nothing.
That's all I do.
It's fun. You know,
This,
I do it because I
if you
like
feel like
it.
it's saying that inside you, yeah.
I like, I have this child's thing in me. I love this kind of
Whatever
stuff.
expands you,
Do you want a
whatever
mantra?
makes you feel more
God,
expansive.
please help me surrender and grow
Whatever it
spiritually.
is.
Please help me open my
There are no
heart
rules or dogmas.
and grow.
If saying, oh my gosh, I wish I had a cheese sandwich, helps you
Only
say that all the time.
constantly talk that
Serious.
is my bliss.
Whatever works to open you.
Day, at night when I wake up,
Going to tend to
in
the
the middle of
sheep,
the night, immediately the first thing I say to
and
myself,
be a goatsman.
please God, help me
Whatever.
open my heart.
It doesn't matter.
That's all I do.
It really doesn't matter. There's only one thing that matters.
This,
Either you have an open
if you
heart
feel like
in your
saying
life,
that inside you,
or your heart is tight and you're all in your brain all the time. Find out
whatever
solutions
expands
in the brain.
you.
And as you
Whatever
talked
makes
yesterday, I
you
was
feel more
amazing lecture
expansive.
yesterday. I don't know where it came, but it's really true.
It is,
You know what I said yesterday?
There are no rules or dogmas. Saying, oh my gosh, I wish I had the cheese
You
sandwich
always
helps you say that
pull
all the
back
time.
from the thoughts.
Whatever works
Don't
to open you.
take a ride on your thoughts.
Going to tend to
Don't
the
go
sheep.
with them.
Go and be
No
a
matter how
goatsman.
wonderful they are and
It
alluring
doesn't matter.
and gut
It really
feeling,
doesn't
and this
matter. There's
feeling,
only
and that,
one
and
thing
adrenaline.
that matters is either you have
It
an
doesn't
open
matter. It's
heart
an
in your
illusion.
life, or your
Pull
heart is
back,
tight
get
and you're
back
all
to
in your
your
brain all the time,
foundation.
Find out
And you'll
solutions in your
see
brain.
if that persists
And as you
2,
talked
3,
yesterday, I was
4 days,
amazing
2 weeks,
lecture
3
yesterday.
weeks,
I don't
then
know where
there's
it
some
came, but
reality.
it's really true. You know what I said yesterday?
Most probably the next day you'll have different thoughts, different stuff.
You always pull back from the thoughts.
So
Don't
whatever
take a
helps
ride on your
you
thoughts.
to grow
Don't go with them.
is good.
No
Whatever
matter how
closes
wonderful
you,
they are and alluring,
even if it's $1 million
gut feeling, and
in
this
the bank,
feeling, and that,
it's
adrenaline,
bad.
it doesn't matter. It's an illusion.
When you'll
Pull
internalize this
back and get
simple
back to your
reality of life,
foundation.
you'll start your ascent
And you'll see if
to
that
enlightenment.
persists 2, 3, 4 days, 2 weeks,
Whatever
3 weeks, then there's some
does
reality.
that to you. Until then, you are
Most probably the next day you'll have
up and
different
down.
thoughts.
Yes, no. It's all that stuff.
Different
The
stuff.
moment you realize whatever helps you grow and open is sacred. Whatever takes it away from you
Whatever
should be
helps
discarded.
you to grow,
Doesn't matter how wonderful
is
it
good.
looks, how
whatever
tempting it
closes you,
looks.
even if it's $1 million in the bank,
Illusion has many ways to present itself to you.
when you internalize
Hundreds of
this
years
simple
to
reality of
see
life,
illusion.
you'll start your ascent to
And you know it's an
enlightenment.
illusion, it doesn't nourish.
Whatever
Everybody wants to
does
win
that to you.
the $500, $700 million in the lottery, right?
Until
And people
then,
buy
you
it
are
knowing
like
that they're
up
not
and
going to
down, up
win,
and
but they
down.
want
Yes,
to
no,
have
yes, no.
this week,
It's all that stuff.
1 week of
The moment you
illusion,
realize it helps you grow
for
and
$2
open
illusion.
is sacred.
And the
Whatever
poor
takes it
bastard who
away from
wins it,
you
his life is over.
should be
Their
discarded.
lives are over.
Doesn't matter how wonderful it looks, how tempting it looks. illusion has many, many ways to present itself to you.
So just ask for help to
Hundreds of
open and
years.
grow spiritually.
See,
And
the
all the
illusion.
wisdom of the universe will come to you.
And you know it's an
It's
illusion.
all
It
there.
doesn't know it.
It's like we're having a jar
Everybody wants to win
with the universal
the
wisdom within
500,
us, all of
$700
us.
million in the lottery, right?
We need to
And
break
people
the
buy it.
jar for this wisdom to expand inside.
Knowing that they're not going to win, but they want to
And this
have this
exercise
week,
we are practicing
1 week of illusion,
meant to break this jar
you know,
and allow all this eternal cosmic
for
wisdom
$2 illusion.
to penetrate.
And the poor bastards who wins it,
That's all
you
it
know,
is.
his life is over. Their lives are over. You just ask for help to open, you know, and grow spiritually. And all
Just
the
remember, it's
wisdom
not
of the
about people
universe
who they
will
don't
come
do,
to you.
it's about, you know,
It's all
about
there.
us and the connection. People
It's
do
like we're
things.
having a
All of us.
jar,
We do things.
universal wisdom
Other
within
people
us,
don't.
all of
It's
us.
all nonsense.
We
It's
need to
about this
break the
connection
jar for this wisdom to expand inside.
that you build. You're trying
And this exercise we are
to
practicing
establish a
meant
chair
to
in
break
the
this
cosmos
jar
for yourself.
and allow all
Your
this
unique chair that will be only
eternal
yours.
cosmic wisdom
And every time you work,
penetrate.
you'll go up there to this chair.
That's all it is.
Does anybody else have a question?
Just remember, it's not about people, what they do, what they don't do. It's about you. About us and the connection. People do things, to all of us. We do things. Other people don't like it. It's all nonsense. It's about this connection that you build, you know. You're trying to establish a chair in the cosmos for yourself. Your unique chair, it will be only yours. And every time you work, you'll go up there to this chair. Does anybody have some question?
Mm. Mm. Does anybody have a question?
I do. Is it okay? So in this process, we're trying to open our hearts, but we spend a lot of time
Try
With
not
the-
to use your hands.
with the
Not
breath,
with your hands.
with the breath moving to the foundation. What is the reason
You
that
can't open your heart in depth unless you have a very deep foundation. It'll open like an accordion, open and close. That's why you need a foundation. Once you have a foundation, the heart can stay open. Even if it closes a little bit, one breath into your foundation and you can open it again. Otherwise, what you have is an accordion effect. Your heart opens and closes according to the mood, to the weather,
Does
to a
anybody have a
person you
question?
met, and you spend your life until you're tired, and then it says closed all the time. When you build a foundation, it's like a flower with a root system, a tree with the
do.
root system. You have a root
Okay.
system. You take a flower out of the ground and put it in a jar. It
So
dies in 5 days.
in this
Leave it in the
process,
ground, they have a
we're trying to
foundation.
open our hearts.
A root system.
We spend a
Human
lot of
beings need a
time
root system.
Try not to use your
And
hands.
that's the foundation. What we are doing really,
the
we are trying
breath.
to
with the breath
assert our
moving to the
humanity.
foundation.
You're not even
What
doing
is
spiritual work yet. First,
the
you become a
reason that
human
Can't
being,
open your heart in
which
depth
means your heart
unless
is open,
you have a
your
very
brain
deep
is quiet,
foundation.
not running all the time,
It'll open like
judging
an
and this
accordion,
and
open and
fantasizing.
close.
Your sex life is
That's why
healthy,
you need a
whether you have
foundation.
sexual partner or
Once
not,
you have a
doesn't matter.
foundation, the heart can
It's
stay
nourishing
open.
you.
Even if it closes a
Those
little
are
bit,
the
one
human
breath
chakras.
into your foundation, and you
Once you have
can open it
mastered
again.
the human chakras, you can let go,
Otherwise, what you have
surrender,
is an
and then
accordion
the
effect.
energy will come to the base of your spine and
Your
travel to
heart
the top
opens
of
and
your head,
closes according to
and
the
you
mood,
can
to
join
the
the
weather,
spiritual force. You can really
to the
start
person
drawing
you met, you
from
know,
the spirit. Right
and
now,
you
you're
spend your
just
life
trying to
until
become human,
the time, and then it says closed all
human
the time.
people.
When you build a
They're
foundation,
civilized, they talk nicely,
it's like a flower with a root
they
system, a
have a
tree with a
job,
root
become
system.
human.
You have a root system. You
And
take a
once
flower
you have
out of the
achieved that,
ground
and
and
that's
put
an
it in a
achievement.
jar. It
There
dies
are a
in
lot of
5
people in
days.
the universe, but
Leave it in the
very few
ground, they have a
human beings.
foundation. A
The
root
ability
system.
to forgive, not to carry a
Human
grudge,
beings need a root
is
system.
definitely
And that's the foundation. You know?
the ability to feel grateful
What you're doing
without
really,
being
we're trying to
diminished or small,
assert for
because you are
humanity.
grateful, having the
You're not even doing
humility. All
spiritual
these are
work yet.
human
First, you become a
qualities.
human being, which means your heart is
And
open,
once you
your brain
really
is quiet,
accomplish
not
them, you
running all
become a
the
master
time,
of this.
judging in this and fantasizing.
Surrender all that,
Your
and you
sex
will,
life is healthy, you know? Whether you have sexual partner or not, doesn't
start being
matter.
nourished
It's
from the higher
nourishing you.
cause.
Those are the human chakras. Once you have mastered
you.
the human chakras, you can let go, surrender, and then the energy will come to the base of your spine and travel to the top of your
Spiritual
head.
work is not
And
just
you can join the
sitting and
spiritual
meditating
force. You can really start
or
drawing from the
turning
spirit.
incense around.
Right now, you're just
Those are all
trying
the
to become human.
artificial aspects, the
You know, human
external
people.
aspects.
They're civilized, they talk
Spiritual work
nicely,
is the way you live in
they
your
have a
life.
job,
And
you
then you
know,
have something to surrender.
become human.
Otherwise, what do you surrender?
And once you have achieved that, and that's an achievement, there are a lot of people in the universe, but very few human beings
Once
with the
you
ability to
finish
forgive,
surrendering
you know,
your initial
not to
tensions,
carry a grudge,
which
and
takes few months,
definitely
few years, then what? Then you have to
the
dig
ability
deeper
to
and
feel
go into
grateful,
these
whatever
blocks
big, diminished,
that
or,
brought you here.
you know,
Then
small,
you have to work and
because you are
surrender that.
grateful, having the
And that's a
humility.
tough one
All these
because
are human
we consider that
qualities.
our life, our personality, all
And
these
once you
huge
really
blocks
accomplish
inside
them,
us,
you become a master
which
of
makes
this.
us, we think. Letting go of that
Surrender all that, and you will,
is a task.
you know,
You gotta have strength.
start being nourished from the higher cause.
I'm having now a problem with someone who's very close to me,
Okay.
and he's treating me shamelessly, really, very badly. And things in me jump up, and I
Ritual
can
work is
finish
not
it in
just
1 second.
sitting
No.
and meditating.
But then I say, it's
Or-
good, it's breaking your ego. Hold on. And I'm holding on.
Turning incense around.
It's breaking down my ego
Those are
because it's a
open
person
and-
that received everything from me and yet treats
Visual
me
aspects, the external aspects.
very coarsely,
Ritual
very
work is the
rudely
way you
at times.
live in your life, you know.
So something in me wants to react,
And then you have something to surrender.
but no. Snakes.
Otherwise, what do you
react.
surrender?
You step on them, they strike. That's what snakes do. Try to upset a dog.
Once you finish
They
surrendering
punch you.
your initial
The
tensions,
animals live on
which
instincts.
takes few months, few years.
Human
Then what?
beings
Then you have
learn
to
how
dig
to
deeper and go into these
control their instincts.
blocks. What
Instincts are
brought you
for
here?
animals.
Then you have to work
I
and
know there's a
surrender.
whole lot of culture about
That's a tough one because
living
we
according to
consider
your
that's our
instincts and
life,
it
our
is- It's
personality.
bullshit.
All these, you know, huge blocks is
Learning how to
makes us
control your
us, we
instincts.
think, you know.
You get higher in your
Letting go of that
ladder of spirituality.
is a task. You're gonna have strength.
So you have to learn how to become human.
I'm having no
It's a
problem with
task.
someone
It
who's
takes long.
very close to me
90% of the people who pretend
and
to be
he's treating me
spiritual,
shamelessly,
they
really,
don't even know what to be
very
a human
badly.
being is.
And there's things in me jump up and I can
Yeah.
finish it in 1 second. But then I say,
So these classes are
it's good, it's
for
breaking your ego.
beginners. It's how to be human.
Hold on, hold on. I'm holding on.
You learn how to be gratitude.
Breaking
One
down my
day,
ego because it's a
this is not
person
going
who
to be here.
received everything from me and yet treats me
I remember
Very
coming to the
coarsely,
place of my teacher.
broadly.
I almost crawled in there with
So
gratitude.
something in me
I
wants
kissed
to-
the earth every time. I bowed. I was so grateful. But I got what I got, you know? I
Snakes
wasn't embarrassed
react.
to be grateful.
You step on
didn't
them,
diminish
they
me.
strike.
People are afraid that gratitude makes them
That's what
small,
snakes do.
humble.
Try to upset a dog,
But this place is not going to be here.
bite you. Animals live on instincts. Human beings learn how to control their instincts. Instincts are for animals.
You learn how to become
I
human.
know there's a whole lot of culture
Human
about
beings know
you know,
about
living
gratitude,
according to your
forgiveness,
instincts,
keep
and
the
it is
heart open.
it's
And
bullshit.
then you can ascend. You can, find your chair
Learning
in
how
the
to control
cosmos
your
and
instincts,
connect to spiritual force.
you get higher in your ladder of
And
spirituality.
even then, you keep on working.
You have to learn how to become human.
So the foundation
It's a task.
is to
Takes long.
keep your heart open,
90% of the people who pretend to be spiritual,
not just on
they
occasions.
don't even know to be a human being is.
Sometimes it's very hard. I
So
know
these
I have
classes
this thing
happen
now with someone
For
who
beginners,
it's very
it's not to
hard for
be
me.
human.
But I do it
You have
every
to
day
be
again and again.
gratitude, you know.
I go against my grain. Everything in me wants to strike.
You know, one day,
Because I'm pretty
this is
good, I'm
not going to
smart.
be here.
I can do things, but I won't do it.
I remember coming to the
It's
place
the
of my
easy way
teacher.
out.
I almost crawled in there with gratitude, you know.
It'll give me a
I
moment's
kissed the earth
gratification,
every time.
and then what?
Wowed, you know. I'm so grateful. But
But
I got
controlling
what I
my
got, you know.
instincts will give me growth.
I wasn't embarrassed to be grateful.
So learn how to control your
It didn't
instincts.
diminish me.
You are not an animal.
People are afraid that gratitude makes them small. Oh,
Nothing
humble.
wrong with animals, but they don't have spiritual life.
This class is not going to be here.
We're a human being. We have to learn how to control all our instincts. And one of the ways is when your heart is open, you don't strike. You
learn how to become you.
So you don't do really
Human
crazy
beings
things. You
know
fall, you
about
slide,
gratitude, forgiveness.
and then get up again. You bounce back.
keep the heart open, and then you can ascend. Find your chair in the
So that's what
cosmos,
the
you
foundation is.
connect to spiritual force.
As I said a few days ago, the heart is a very difficult
And even then,
climb.
you
This
keep
is the
on
hardest
working.
thing you'll do in your lifetime. Opening and opening, stretching it, and having a
But
foundation.
the foundation is to keep your heart
There's
open.
no harder job than that in life.
Not just on
Because
occasion.
everything in life goes against that. Your ego
Sometimes
and your
it's
mind
very
will
odd.
get in cahoot
I know I have this thing now
and
with someone
stop
who
you from doing
it's
that.
very hard for me. They do it every day again and again and again. I go against my grain. Everything in me wants to strike.
As I
I'm
said
pretty
in the
good,
beginning
I'm
of the
smart.
class, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, God, please
I
help me
can do
open my heart.
things, but I
I walk
won't
in
do
the
it.
street, that's the mantra. I keep on repeating.
It's the easy way out.
And this is for
It'll
fun.
give me
This
a
is
moment
fun.
gratification and then walk.
All human beings to be happy. You know how many
But controlling my instincts
zillenniums that will take? That's
will
why
give
the
me
earth
growth.
is here. For them to come here and
So
learn.
learn how
Tibetans
to
are great. They
control
have
your
beautiful
instincts.
mantras, very sweet.
You are not an animal.
But Rudy's work goes past Tibetan
Nothing wrong with
Buddhism.
animal,
Way
but
past.
they don't have spiritual life.
It goes past anything I've ever
We're a
seen
human being.
or
We
heard
have to
of.
learn how to control all our instincts.
That's why I
And
feel
one of the ways
so
is about keeping, when your heart is
blessed and
open,
gratified, and what you want to
you
call
don't
that,
strike,
for having that.
you don't do really
being able to
crazy
share that.
things.
This is sacred work.
You fall, you slide, but then
Very sacred.
get up again, you bounce back.
Does anybody else have a question?
So that's what the foundation is. As I said a few
Glen,
days
you
ago,
need
the
to
heart is a
breathe
very,
deeper in
very
class.
difficult client.
You sit,
I mean, this is
great,
the hardest
really,
thing you'll do in your
but
lifetime.
breathe every now and then. You're
Opening
motionless,
and
which is
opening and opening,
fantastic. You're
stretching
stoic,
it,
but
and
every now
having
and
a
then,
foundation.
do the exercise.
There's no harder job than that in
Yeah, I
life.
forget.
Don't forget.
Because everything in life,
Get out of your comfort
your
zone.
ego and your mind will get in cahoot
Start feeling your tensions,
to
your
stop
problems
you
again.
from doing
And you know what to surrender. Okay.
As I said in the beginning of
I'm
the
off to
class, I
work.
wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and say, God, please help me open my heart. I walk in the street. That's the mantra.
Thank you, Alec, for the great class. Thank you.
And this is for fun. I mean, this is fun.
Not about the talk, guys. It's about the energy. Take it as energy.
All human beings to be happy.
Just
You know how
listen to
many
my words. You'll forget them tomorrow.
zillenniums that will take? That's why the earth is
Take
here.
it as energy.
For them to come here and learn.
I don't remember one thing Rudy
We
said.
Tibetans are great. They have beautiful
until when I needed
mantras.
it, suddenly comes
Sweet.
up. I don't remember one
But
thing.
Rudy's
because
work
I wasn't
goes
listening
past
with my
Tibetan
head.
Buddhism. Way,
I
way
was working,
past.
doing with the exercise when he was talking.
It goes past
I wasn't
anything I've
listening to
ever
one
seen.
word, and then it all went in. And when I needed it, it just surfaced.
That's why
It's
I feel
all energy.
so blessed and gratified and what
You're not
you
here
want
to
to call that.
memorize. It's not a
Or
classroom.
having that. And you want to share
Work
it.
every minute of your day, of your life. Just work to
It's
open.
sacred word.
And I sit and talk to people,
Very
with people.
sacred.
I take their energy. I try to see what they are, what's the missing thing for me. I'm not trying to really
Does
memorize
anybody else have
everything
a
they say.
question? Glen,
We
you
are
need
all
to
energies,
breathe
walking
deeper in
energies.
class.
That's what's so
I mean, you
wonderful.
sit, great.
We are energies,
Breathe every now and
and
then.
each one has
You know?
something that we need. Every human being.
You're emotionless, which
That's
is
why this
fantastic.
sentence,
in
I
your
don't
stomach,
need that.
but every now
I
and then,
don't need. We do need it.
do an
We need
exercise.
everything and everyone.
Yeah, I forget.
Can I ask a
Just
Don't
question?
big
forget.
notes that we can't stand. We need them so badly.
Get out of your comfort zone and start feeling your tensions,
Anybody
your
say
problems
something?
again. And you know what to
I
surrender.
have a question. So I guess there's parts of me when you say you're taking people's energy. I know it's not in a bad way, but maybe can you explain that a little bit?
Taking people's tensions in class.
No, like
I'm
when you
off
meet
to
people,
work.
like in person, you say you take
I
their
am absorbing their energy.
and that's just like excess energy
Thank you,
they're
Alec,
giving
for
off.
the
You're not like
great class.
stealing it
Thank
from
you.
them. You're just absorbing.
You're not stealing. You're just seeing what they are. You stay
It's
open.
about the tall guys. It's
If a
about the
jar
energy.
is open
Take
outside
it.
and there's
This
rain,
energy.
is the
You
jar
just
stealing
listen
the
to my
rain?
words. You'll forget them tomorrow.
Okay. You're staying
Take it as
open, and
energy.
it rains on you.
I don't
And
remember
people
one
are
thing Rudy
energies. They're
said
walking energies.
until when I needed it.
When
suddenly
Rudy had a
it
hard
comes out.
time, you know what he used to
I
do?
don't remember one
He
thing.
used to go to
because
the
I wasn't
Yankees
listening with my.
game. And when people,
I was working, doing
300,000
the
people
exercise when I
cheered,
was when he was
screamed, you
talking.
would see it.
Wasn't listening to one word.
And take
And then
it
it
all
all
in.
went in.
You
And when I
become
needed it, it just
your
surfaced.
energy. So
It's
was he
all
stealing
energy.
300,000 people's energy?
No,
You're not here to
Exactly.
memorize.
it's up
You
for
stay
grabs.
open. You
No,
stay
no.
open and you take the energy.
Work every minute of
Okay.
your day, of your life. Just work
Like a
to
jar.
open.
You put a jar outside.
And then sit and talk to people, with
Not
people.
stealing the rain, just
Take their
gathering it.
energy. I try to see what
Okay.
they are, what's
Thank
the missing thing
But
for
what
me.
if it's
you know?
negative energy, Alec?
That's why you learn how to.
I'm not trying
There's
to
no
really
such thing as
memorize
negative
everything
energy.
they say.
There's energy. Negative energy is what you call
We are all
energy that's
energies,
stronger
walking
than you.
energies. You know?
And you can't assimilate.
That's what's so wonderful.
You get bigger and bigger,
We're
and you're
energies.
able to assimilate that. And you turn it
And each
into,
one has
again,
something
energy.
that we
There's
need.
no negative or positive. We are
Every
branding
human
it in our
being.
name, in our mind. You get
That's why
bigger.
this sentence, I don't need that.
You can
I don't need,
assimilate.
we do need it.
Otherwise,
need
all your life
everything
you
and
have to
everyone.
be watching out, walking on eggshells. Oh, this is negative energy. This is good
Guys,
energy.
probably
What kind of life is
That we
that?
can't stand.
You want to
We
be
need them so
strong enough.
badly.
You assimilate things and you burn them inside. You have a mechanism
Anybody
to
who says-
burn. That's what you're building.
I have a
in.
question.
A
So
mechanism.
I guess there's parts of me when you say, you're
When I
taking
was a young
people's
kid, I
energy.
used to
I know
love
it's not in a bad way,
getting flowers
but maybe
and
can you
plants.
explain that a
But they
little
were
bit?
very
Taking
exotic
people's
ones,
tensions
right?
in
From
class.
the Bahamas, from all these
No,
places.
like when
They're the
you
most
when you meet
beautiful
people,
ones.
like in
But
person,
they
you say
lasted
you
a
take
week.
their
I'm absorbing the
Then I got
energy.
the uglier ones, like cactus and
and
all
that's
that.
just
And
like
they last
excess energy
forever.
they're giving up. You're not like stealing it
So
from
what do you
them. You're
want to
just
have?
absorbing.
You want a
You're not
mechanism
stealing. You're just
that can take
seeing
it
what they
all.
are. You stay open.
Weather storms, right?
If a jar
Not only
is
sunny
open
days.
outside and there's
These
rain,
beautiful
is the
flowers
jar
had only
stealing
weather
the
sunny
rain?
days. I got tired of it. They
No.
were beautiful.
You're
But then
staying
the
open.
uglier
And
ones,
it
the very
rains.
sturdy ones, lasted for years.
And people are energies. They're walking energies. When Rudy had a hard
You want
time,
to
you know what he
develop a
used to do?
mechanism that can
He
weather
used to
all
go to the
storms.
Yankees
And
game.
you stop regarding
And when
life as
people,
negative and positive.
300,000 people
It's life.
cheered, screamed. You would see it. And take it all in.
Once you get there, you see what a freedom it is.
Yeah.
You won't have to go
So
and
was he stealing
weave and dodge and say,
300,000
oh,
people's
here
energy?
now, oh, here now.
No.
Get
Well,
it. I promise you
exactly.
one thing, you're
It's
not
up
going
to
to get it all through Zoom.
Stay open.
In no way. You get it
You
all.
take the
What I've
energy.
told you now in the last hour.
Okay.
It's like a jar of fruit. You put a jar
I'll see you on
outside.
Tuesday.
So stealing the rain, just gathering it.
Okay.
But what if it's negative energy?
Well, that's where you learn how to. There's no such thing as negative energy. There's energy. Negative energy is what you call energy that's stronger than you, and you can't assimilate. You get bigger and bigger, and you're able to assimilate that, and you turn it into, again, energy. There's no negative or positive. We're branding it in our name,
It's really Scott.
in our mind, you know? You get bigger. You can assimilate it.
See you Tuesday. Thank
Otherwise,
you,
all
Alec.
your life, you have to be
Mwah.
watching God, walking on eggshells. Oh, this is negative energy. This is good. What kind of life is that? You want to be strong now. You assimilate things and you